Hi guys, this is Shikha and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be sharing my ultimate makeup starter kit. I'll be sharing a lot of products which I believe are perfect if you are someone who is starting with makeup. So basically, I'll be talking about all of my makeup must-haves. I have a clear bag over here with all the products in it, and I know it looks quite a lot, but I have few alternatives here. That's the reason why it looks like full. But yeah, let's just get started. First step to have a flawless base is to prep your skin nicely. I know everybody talks about it, but I feel like this step is so important. So for that, I highly recommend choosing a right type of moisturizer which is suitable for your skin type. If you have dry skin, go for a little thicker moisturizer. If you have combination to oily skin, definitely recommend choosing a moisturizer which is oil free and hydrates your skin properly without making it oily, because if you are using any oil based moisturizer, your skin will get oily and makeup will start to look greasy at the end of the day. Personally, for me, I have oily to combination skin and I love this moisturizer from Biopill. I feel like it's absolutely amazing. Does such a beautiful job in hydrating my skin without making it oily. And again, if you want to take your skin prep to next level, you can totally use primer. But again, primer is not necessary. I feel like if you have pretty nice skin, you do not have open pores, I feel like if you are using a nice high quality moisturizer, you do not need primer as such. You have extremely oily skin but still you want to wear makeup and keep it on place for longer period of time, a primer can definitely be a game changer. So my personal favorite primer is from Smashbox. It's their Photo Finish Minimize Pore Primer, and I have gone through multiple tubes of this one and I absolutely love it. You just need a little bit of it and it does such a beautiful job in keeping makeup on place, and you do not need to apply the primer all over your face. Just focus on your problem areas, and when it comes to makeup, I feel like less is more. So always start with very less product and build it up eventually if you feel like you need it. Otherwise, it's totally fine. Okay, so now that you have prepped your skin, let's talk about foundation. So my personal favorite foundation is this one from Dior. It's their Air Flash foundation and it's a spray foundation. You guys know I am obsessed. I have been talking about this from past 3-4 videos. If I love any product, I'll stick to it no matter what. So this is one of them. And the reason why I chose this foundation for purpose of this video is because this is for all skin type and it gives you the most beautiful finish, and the coverage of this one is absolutely amazing, extremely lightweight and doesn't feel cakey whatsoever, and also stays put for a longer period of time. If you are in market to get a high quality foundation, definitely recommend this one. And this is a tip which I want to share here, is that I personally believe in having quality over quantity. So I love investing in high quality products, and I will rather have less products which work for my skin than having 10 different products which don't do anything for me and I don't use it and I hate it, and at the end of the day I stop using them and then I ultimately waste my money. So I definitely believe taking time and finding the right product which work for your skin helps. And if in case you are someone who is not into foundation, you can definitely check out different BB creams available in the market. There are so many brands who are making it right now. Actually, I love this one from Jane Iredale. This is their full coverage mineral BB cream, and I do not know why they call it BB cream, but honestly the coverage of this one is absolutely amazing. It's so lightweight, you just need a little bit of it. But personally, I have felt that if you are someone closer to my skin tone, it's really challenging to find BB cream or CC cream which matches your skin tone, because they do not have much options and sometimes it will be too light or too dark. And yeah, so I feel like the shade is BB9 from Jane Iredale matches me perfectly, also stays put for a longer period of time, and this does has SPF of 17, which is a plus. Okay, now moving on to concealer. I feel like concealer is so important and it can totally save your day if you are someone who is a busy mom, or sometimes you are rushing, you have no time to get ready. If you have nice high quality concealer, you don't even need foundation, trust me. And I have 3 concealers to talk about. First one is from NARS. It's their Radiant Creamy Concealer and I'm in the shade Medium Dark 1 Biscuit. And to be honest, it is a little lighter for me on its own, so I like to mix it with some other concealer, which I'll talk about little later. But first, let's talk about this one. This is absolutely amazing. The finish of this one is amazing. And the reason why I'm recommending this concealer is because this works for almost every skin type. A lot of people people love it, and I totally get the hype. You just need a little bit, and it is a full coverage concealer. I like to mix this one with this one from Bare Minerals. It's their Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This one is in the shade Dark to Deep, and honestly this one feels like a skincare product. It's very lightweight, feels like a serum, but unfortunately they do not have much shade. It comes only in 4 to 5 shades, and that is the reason why I have to mix. But the combination of these two concealer is absolutely amazing. And the next concealer which I recently discovered is from Merit. The packaging of this one is absolutely stunning. This one again is a thick and very full coverage concealer, but it blends right into your skin. So the formula of this one is absolutely amazing. And guys, look at the packaging. It's so stunning. If you are someone who is a sucker of nice packaging, definitely recommend Merit Cosmetics. They have done such a beautiful job when it comes to packaging, and the product is also amazing. So definitely recommend having a nice concealer which works for you, because even if you are rushing or you have no time to do your makeup, you can just put concealer on your problematic areas, set it with powder, apply a little bit of blush, mascara, lipstick, and you are done. And then let's just talk about blushes, and I have 4 blushes to share with you. I have 3 cream blushes, and I have 1 powder blush. And you will see that in this video I'm recommending a lot of cream products, and that's because this is our ultimate makeup kit for beginners. And cream products, as compared to the powder products, are very easier to work with. You do not need like 10 different brushes. You can just simply use your fingers. So I feel like that is great. So first blush I want to talk about is this one from OG. This is so lightweight, blends right into the skin. This one looks a little dark, but on skin it gets absorbed really nicely. And this is the blush which I am wearing today. It's very subtle, and of course you can layer it up, but then I like how it looks. And then next blush I have to share is this one from Merit. The packaging is very simple, and the shade is little darker, but again it's super lightweight and gets absorbed into the skin really well. It's very sheer deep berry shade, and if you are someone closer to my skin tone or maybe darker than me, this one looks really nice, because a lot of time you'll see the blush which are like very light and it doesn't show on a more deeper skin tone. I feel like this is absolutely stunning. This one is in the shade Mood. And the next blush I have, this is more of a drugstore find. Pixi has recently launched their blushes, and this is the shade, and as you can see, this one blends right into the skin and it gives a really nice flush of color. I really love lightweight products like this, which is not very overpowering, and you can always layer it up if you wish to. So if you are looking for any nice high quality drugstore find, I highly recommend checking Pixi Beauty out. They have 2 other shades. Let me show you. I recently received a package from them. I feel like this is little lighter on my skin tone. This wouldn't show on my skin, but if you are someone lighter than me, I feel like this is such a beautiful shade. And they have another coral shade. I haven't tried this on my skin, but I have tried this one, and it definitely shows and looks really pretty. Moving on to next, I have a powder blush, and this is from Hourglass Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Mood Exposure. Beautiful shade of pink, as you can see. And here it looks a little dark, but on skin it's very pretty. Again, it's a powder formula, so that is the reason why I'm not recommending it. But if in case you are looking for powder blush, definitely recommend it. It stays put for a longer period of time, and you can use a big fluffy brush to apply it, and it just blends right in. But if you are beginner, stick to cream products. I promise your life will be easier. Okay, now moving on to bronzers. Again, I have 3 options for you. The first one is from Too Faced. It's in the shade Chocolate Soleil, and this is so stunning. If you are someone closer to my skin tone, you see I have used it till death, and it's absolutely stunning. It's not very cool toned. It doesn't look ashy on skin and doesn't look gray whatsoever. And next up I have this one from NARS. It's in the shade Laguna, and this is so beautiful. I have recently discovered it and I'm obsessed. This is a matte bronzing powder. Looks really natural on skin. If you're someone closer to my skin tone or maybe little lighter than me, I think this can definitely work for you. Very natural on skin. Definitely recommend this. And the last product in this category I have is this match stick from Fenty Beauty. I'm in the shade Truffle. So this is a contour stick. Again, you do not need this. I feel like you stick to bronzing powder if you are a beginner. But if in case you are looking for a contour stick, definitely recommend Fenty Beauty. This one just blends right into your skin and doesn't look patchy and adds a really nice dimension to your face. They have over 40 shades. So I'm pretty sure you'll find something for yourself. If you are like total beginner, you're getting into makeup, stick to these two bronzers. They are absolutely stunning. And for the powder, I have only one powder to share with you. I have this one from Hourglass Cosmetics, translucent setting powder. And again, I'm not a huge fan of powders. I'm not into like whole baking and stuff, but I do like to set my under eyes and my T-zone because it gets oily, especially in summer. But if you are absolute beginner, I wouldn't recommend you to go and get a loose powder. I would recommend getting a compact powder because it comes like this and it's so easy for you to pick up a lot of product. Then you will over powder your face and your face will get cakey, and yeah, it's not a good look at the end of the day. So definitely recommend getting a compact powder. The one from Charlotte Tilbury is absolutely amazing. If you are looking for a translucent powder, get the Hourglass one and get the mini size one because a little bit goes a very long way. And I know a lot of brands are also coming up with loose powder for different shade. I know Huda Beauty has a lot of shade range, but personally I haven't tried it, so I cannot say anything about that. And if you are someone with oily, very oily skin, you need to have a powder in your collection because yeah, you need powder. And then moving on to eyes, let's talk about our brows first. So if you are someone who has very sparse eyebrows, you do not have thick eyebrows, I definitely recommend eyebrow pencil. I love this one from IT Cosmetics. I love the fact that this is universal. So no matter what hair color you have, this will work for everybody. This has a spoolie on one side and product on other side. And another brow product I have is this one from Merit. It's a volumizing pomade and you can go over your eyebrows like so. And if you're someone having brows where your hair moves a lot, this one definitely helps in keeping the hair on place. And if you like the look of bushy eyebrows, definitely recommend this product. There is also one brow product from Benefit. It's a clear gel, I believe. I will try and link it in my description box down below. Someone who doesn't require any tint, you naturally have very dark and thick brows, definitely recommend getting a clear one. It just helps in keeping your hair in place. But again, this stuff is totally optional. If you feel like you need a little enhancement in your brows, get it. Otherwise, totally skip this step. And then moving on to eyeshadow, if you are someone who is absolute beginner, I would personally recommend that stay away from dark and really pigmented eyeshadow, because if you use dark and pigmented eyeshadow, dark colors and pigmented eyeshadow, you need to blend the shades properly. Otherwise, it can look very patchy and it's not a good look. So definitely recommend using your bronzing powder with a big fluffy brush. Take a little bit of product from your bronzing powder and then go over your lid like so, focusing more on the outer V, going towards the front. And in between you can use any of your highlighter if you have. Oh, I forgot about highlighter. Okay, we'll talk about highlighter after this. But if in case you feel like you need an eyeshadow palette, I definitely recommend getting any eyeshadow which is neutral. One from Charlotte Tilbury is really good. Or if you are someone closer to my skin tone, I absolutely love Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, the mini one. It has 5 to 6 shades and all shades are neutral and it is perfect. I'll try and find some other neutral shades which I believe are easier to blend and work with. I'll try to link all those in my description box down below. For highlighter, I have 3 products. This one is a powder highlighter which I'll talk a little later, but I love these two. This one is from OG. It's a highlighter with no color, so basically it's transparent. It just adds little something to your face, and since it's a cream product, it's really easier to work with. If you are someone beginner, I don't want you to worry about the shades and stuff. Like there are 100 different shades of highlighter, so sticking with a natural clear transparent highlighter definitely helps. Then I have this one from Merit Cosmetics and it's in the shade Bounce. Again, very natural, blends right into your skin, doesn't look powdery at all, but adds a really nice shine to it. And that is the reason why I love cream products. I have been doing my makeup from last 4 years, and honestly I have come to realization that to save your time and headache, stick to cream products. They are super easier to work with. But again, I have a highlighter from Becca. This is so beautiful, absolutely blinding. This one easily can get patchy if you do not know how to blend it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying any powder product. Stick to your cream product. But if in case you are a little advanced and you're looking for a powder highlighter and you like the blinding look, definitely recommend this one. I generally use this cream highlighter on the daily basis. I feel like they are very easy to work with and does the job for me. Next up, let's talk about mascara. I have two mascaras and both are from Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I have talked about it from, I don't even know, from last 3 years. This is so good if you are someone who wants like fuller lashes, definitely recommend. But if in case you are someone who love the natural look, definitely recommend this one. This is their Damn Girl mascara. This is a mascara which I'm wearing today. It's very natural, not very dramatic. But if in case you like very dramatic look, definitely recommend this one. There are so many mascaras available in the market. One from L'Oreal is really good. It's from drugstore, but it is really good. I feel like the L'Oreal one and this one is really comparable. And I feel like once you find the right type of mascara which works for you, it's totally game changer because it just helps in opening up the eyes. And even if you are not wearing any foundation, just put on a little concealer, add your favorite mascara, your lipstick, and you're good to go. Definitely recommend adding mascara in your routine if you haven't already. Now let's talk about eyeliners. So I used to be a huge fan of eyeliners back in the day, but somehow I have stopped. But if I use right now, I use brown eyeliner. This one is from Pixi Beauty in the shade Black Cacao. This one is not exactly brown or not exactly black. I would say it's amalgamation of both black and brown. If you are using like black eyeliner, it looks really prominent. But if you use brown eyeliner and then smudge it with a brush, it looks really nice and natural. Anyway, choice is yours. If you like black, go with black. If you like brown, try brown. I love eyeliners from Pixi Beauty because they glide beautifully. They are very soft and very smooth to use, so definitely recommend Pixi Beauty if you are into eyeliners. Okay, now moving on to lipsticks. First, let me talk about a lip liner. Lip liner again is optional, but then I feel like if you are someone closer to my skin tone, having a liner like this definitely helps, because even if you are using a lip balm, a clear lip balm, you can use a lip liner and then top it off with a lip balm. It just gives a nice flush of color. If you are someone who is brown, you know how hard it is to find a nude lipstick. It can completely wash you out. So for me, my nude lipstick is not nude. Like it has some pigment, like either little bit of mauve pigment or brown pigment. My nude lipsticks are not nude, otherwise I look sick. Okay, so this is how the lip liner looks like, and I feel like it's super pretty, especially if you are someone closer to my skin tone. I use this lip liner almost every time when I wear lipstick. I feel like this lip liner goes with every lipstick in my collection, and the reason why I'm recommending this lip liner from NYX in this beginner friendly video is because this one is not very smooth lip liner, and if you use a smooth lip liner and you are a beginner, it's so easy for you to make mistakes. And then talking about lipsticks, earlier I used to love matte liquid lipsticks, but they are super uncomfortable on lips. I do not know what I was thinking. Lesson learned: never run behind any trendy stuff. Just find what works for you, what you like, and stick to it. Yeah, like matte lipsticks, they are uncomfortable. I do not like ultra matte lipstick. It just sucks the life out of my lips. Yeah, it's super uncomfortable. Personally, I love lipsticks which hydrate and still adds a nice light flush of color, because as I said earlier, I always use this lip liner. In that category, I have this one is from NARS. It's their Glow Lip Balm. This one is in the shade Laguna. If you are someone who love warm lipsticks, like you love your browns, definitely recommend this one. Again, this is not very pigmented. It's a very light sheer lipstick, but then it's super comfortable on lips, and I feel this one looks absolutely stunning on lips. And the next one I have Forever Pink from Jane Iredale. I feel like it is more of a tinted lip balm. I wouldn't count this as a lipstick, but then I love how this one feels on lips, and this one smells absolutely delicious. It's yummy. The next thing I have is this one from Clarins, and I recently discovered this one, and this one is like insanely long lasting. You just need a little bit, and this one lasts for a whole day. Even if you eat something, this will be there. If you're looking for a lip stain, Again, it's very lightweight, and you can first apply this and you can top it off with any lip balm to make it comfortable. But as compared to the matte lipsticks, this is fairly very comfortable. And then talking about glosses, I have from Bobbi Brown, and this is in the shade Free Spirit. It's their oil infused gloss. So this is how the Bobbi Brown shade looks like. Absolutely lightweight, really adds a very subtle flush of color, and it is not sticky or has any weird aftertaste. Next one I recently discovered is this one from Merit. If you are someone who loves glossy lips, definitely recommend this. So this is how the Merit one looks like. I feel like it's little coral as compared to the Bobbi Brown one. The Merit one is very lightweight as compared to the Bobbi Brown. It's really hard to tell on hands, but when I apply on lips, I can definitely tell the Merit one is really lightweight as compared to the Bobbi Brown one. But then I love both depending on what I'm feeling. And lastly, I want to talk about a red lipstick, because I feel like if you are a beginner and you are building your kit, a red lipstick is a must. I've heard a lot of people saying that, oh, red is not my color, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't look good on me. I promise, if you find a right red which suits your skin tone, you will be hooked. It just changes your look. It's so beautiful. So I love this one from MAC. This is in the shade Ruby Woo, and this is a very matte lipstick, but I do not wear red lipstick every day, so I do not mind it sometimes. But even if I feel like it's like over drying on my lip, I use a really thick lip balm before and then apply it afterwards. This shade is so pretty. It's a blue toned red, and if you want to look like $1 million, definitely recommend a red lip. It just changes your look and it takes you from here to here in no second. But if you're someone who do not prefer very matte lipstick, definitely check out Dior. They have so many amazing red lip shades. I do not generally wear red all the time, so I don't feel like getting one, but then their shades are so pretty. Definitely check it out. And lastly, if you want your makeup to stay on place, definitely recommend using a setting spray. Even if you are using a powder and you feel like your skin is looking extra powdery, if you use a setting spray at the end, it just makes sure that everything blends right in and looks seamless. And I love this one from Urban Decay. It's their all-nighter long-lasting setting spray. Even if it's hot outside, this stuff will make sure that your makeup stays on place, and I mean it. It's really amazing. They also have a mini size in this one, so you can check that. Okay, so talking about brushes, I do not have much brushes to talk about since it's a beginner, okay. Because it's a beginner friendly video, and I feel like working with brushes can easily get tricky. If you do not blend your makeup properly, it can easily look patchy, and for that I love using Beauty Blender. And it doesn't have to be Beauty Blender, it can be any makeup sponge, but make sure that your beauty sponge is hydrophilic, and by that I mean if the sponge comes in contact with water, it doubles in the size. So this is how this one was originally. As you can see, the size was really like not really small, but small. And then this is a damp beauty blender. So once the water gets evaporated, again this will come to this size. Using a damp beauty sponge, I feel like this does such a beautiful job in blending your makeup. And for brushes, I have only 2 brushes to share with you, because I feel like if you are a beginner, stick to your beauty sponge and then eventually move towards brushes. So the first brush I have is this one. Again, this is from Real Techniques. Like, Real Techniques is such an amazing affordable brand. This is a brush which I have been using from past 5 years, and still you can see it is working fine. Yeah, there is no fallouts whatsoever, and this is amazing. And I love this brush for applying blush or for using bronzer. And the next brush I have is, I don't even know from which brand it is because it's not mentioned. This brush is really great for adding color to your lids. So yeah, these are the only brushes which I use on the daily basis. I only use my sponge for most of the things. And yes, wearing makeup is another thing. Removing it also, it's so important. And make sure that you're removing your makeup properly, otherwise it can clog your pores, and then yeah, it can cause acne and other skin issues. So for that, I don't know what the rubber band is doing here, but for that I love using Bioderma. I use a cotton pad, apply Bioderma on it, and I just rub it. all over my face, and this one does such a beautiful job in removing the makeup. And after that, I love using this cleanser. This is their foaming facial cleanser, and this is pH balanced, oil free. I have been using this one from past 2 years now, and I don't even know how many bottles. This is empty, so I got a new one. This is a foaming cleanser, but it doesn't dry out your skin. So yeah, I like to use both of them. It's basically like a double cleansing. First I cleanse with this and then this to make sure that my skin is completely out of makeup. And this brand is medicated and it's absolutely amazing. If you are someone with any skin concerns, definitely recommend this brand because it's medicated and it's really gentle on skin. Alright you guys, so that was all for today's video. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to check my Instagram out. I share a lot of healthy mindset content over there, fashion and beauty content as well, so let's be friends over there. And whatever product I talked about in this video will be listed in the description box down below. Also, I'll write few other makeup related videos which I have done in past, which I feel might be helpful for you, so definitely check it out. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Till then, bye.